Just want to start by saying Kelsey is the first player in WNBA history to have at least 35 points, 6 assists, and 5 steals in a game. And she scored 37 for good measure. Azurá tied her career high in steals with 4 also. Had 2 blocks as well. Now we'll take questions. Anyone in the room before we go to Zoom?
Hi, Kendra Andrews. Hold on. Kendra Andrews with ESPN. Kelsey, it's your first official game with Sparks. You have a performance like that. Just what about this group is clicking so well for you in particular?
It's funny you say that. I felt like we are kind of a little like disheveled and disorganized at times. And credit them. They amped up their pressure. And I feel like, I didn't do a great job of getting us organized and into stuff. Kind of got into late shot clock stuff. But I mean, mentality for me tonight was just come out and have fun. I love basketball. I love to play basketball. I love to compete. We just have a great group. I could go down the line of the women in the locker room that have just a tremendous attitude and joy for life and the game. And coaches also just really brought a very light and like fun, environment and making jokes and all the things. And so just wanted to come out and have fun.
Kelsey, in previous stops, you've obviously played alongside great scorers in Asia and other players. What's it like for you in this context to have that responsibility, to have the scoring responsibility? And how do you try to impose that will for this team with that responsibility in this context?
Yeah, I've had a lot of practice learning, particularly from Asia, just watching her pick her spots and just be very intentional about when to be aggressive, when to not be aggressive. And I still don't think I did a tremendous job of balancing, but I'll continue to get better, and adapt. And, I just appreciate my teammates always looking for me, finding me. The floor was super spaced tonight, which allowed me to get downhill and just trying to get out in transition and do what I do best is just play the pace.
Coach, pre-game you were talking about how it was a very long list that you'd have to kind of go down to talk about all the things you would want to check off tonight. Hear Kelsey say it was a little disheveled at times, but just what did you see from your group, especially when the Valkyries, they're trying to make that push there in the third quarter, you were able to hold on to
Yeah.
it?
We were, it looked very much like a first game, right? Probably for them too. I'm sure they'll feel that way, but we weren't super clean on our execution, which is, first game stuff, but also things we got to get better at. But I'm incredibly proud of our team's ability to, kind of take a punch and not freak out. And I think so much of it, especially winning on the road, you have to have that mentality. It was loud in there and Van Loo was shooting it blind, it seemed, and she had a heck of a run. And we answered the bell, and I'm proud of us for that. That shows mental toughness. We kept defending. We held them to 7 points in that fourth quarter. So I thought we answered the bell there when they made and they were really good against us in the third quarter the first time we played them, and they were really good at Phoenix. And so we wanted to win the third quarter, and we did. So there's a lot of positive. Of course, there's things we got to work on, and we will. That's the fun part. But I think I'm just most proud of their ability to, in this environment, take a hit and not really waver.
Second row.
Z, what do you most like about Coach Roberts and this new system that you're running?
I think like Kelsey said, like she's a super fierce competitor, but just brings a lighthearted environment. And it's been really fun to enjoy that. And I love the system that she's implemented too. I think it's really good for our team. We're still learning it, we're still growing through it, but I think the system is really, really good for our team. So yeah.
Gonna go to Zoom to DJ, Trice, and Michael.
Hey everyone, it's DJ from LA Sparks Weekly. We're coming to you live from the Watch Me Sports Bar in Long Beach. We have 2 quick questions from the LA Sparks Weekly team. My first question is for Coach Lynne. Coach, in a lot of ways, this is like your rookie debut. What are your thoughts after the game is over? And then we'll follow Michael.
Well, I appreciate the question, but it isn't really about me. It's about the team and these players. And I'm blessed to be in this opportunity, but I don't ever want it to be about me. But they did drench me in the locker room. I looked like a wet dog, but so I appreciate that, but I don't ever really want it to be about me.
Back to Zoom. Oh, sorry, Michael. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is for you, Kelsey. Of course, you went nuclear offensively, but can you just talk about defensively how you guys were able to slow them down and only give up 7 points there in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I was just curious. What are you drinking at the bar?
I'm a tequila guy, so it's tequila.
I felt that. Okay. Yeah, I thought defensively our post players were tremendous. We iced, we switched, they were up, they were aggressive, and then we got the rebounds. They really boxed out. They let the guards come in there and grab them. So I think our post players, Dearica and Azurá, just super active and long. Got Azurá 4 steals, and the Dearica got a big steal on the baseline, kind of like stunned it and grabbed it. So it was definitely a team effort. And then Odyssey on the ball was tremendous. Just her toughness, her pressure. She's someone that, just wreaks havoc up there. So just really proud of the team effort there.
Nikias Duncan from the dunker spot.
Thank you. Just a couple of quick ones for a coach and Kelsey, if that's okay. First, to the offense, Kelsey, felt like there were a couple of sideline out of bounds plays you were able to get downhill on with you coming off of a pair. What did you like from that look?
I was just trying to be patient and let the play develop. There was actually a couple of bunnies I missed, so I was a little frustrated about that, but just trying to come off hard and then punch gaps, and wherever the lane was, it was open. Yeah.
Got you. Then the quick second one, Golden State brought out a zone that they extended a little bit. Was there anything unique about the look, or how did you feel you kind of worked through those zone looks?
Yeah, to be honest, I could have done a better job preparing the team for the zone. I should have done a better job with that. So that's on me. We'll be ready and better next time.
Got you. Thank you.
Back to Zoom. Let's go to Justin Rousseau.
Hello, Justin Russo from Russo Writes. Congratulations on the win. Kelsey, my question's for you. You did mention that the offense was disheveled at times. In the first half, it looked like in the half court, you guys did struggle getting into stuff with pace. How important was it for you when you guys did force live ball turnovers to then speed up to attack them before they could get set?
Great question. I think, you got to be a little bit patient. This is a new offense for everyone. So we're still trying to get our rhythm with it, and credit Golden State. Thorne's very physical. Monique Billings is very physical. Timmy's long and physical. So they kind of made it tough to get into entries and things like that. So we're going to be better at just our timing and positioning of getting open. Me or Odyssey, probably me. It's probably my fault, honestly, getting the ball post players on time and just being efficient with that. So that'll get better as we go. But yeah, I think we have a great group of athletes that love to run in transition. Azurá is so versatile. She's Euro stepping, Euros, yeah, in transition, go gadget. Like not many bigs can do that. Dearica, we all know how athletic and versatile she is too. So I thought we did a great job of getting our hands on balls. No pun intended there, and just going out in transition.
Kendra?
Azurá, both times when you were first up here and were told you had 4 steals, and then again, when Kelsey mentioned it, of course, just this huge smile comes across your face. Just what does it mean to you to be able to have that defensive impact? Sometimes defense doesn't always show up on the stat sheet, but to also have those 4 steals to go with it.
Yeah, I think defense just wins. It wins games and championships. So I think it's been a focus of ours to really lock in and get stops. And I'm just trying to bring that every game. So I didn't know I had 4, but yeah, I'm glad to be able to help the team out in that type of way.
And then, Coach, really quickly, how's Ray doing? I know she wasn't able to come out for the rest of the game with the right leg injury. Do you know anything?
She's just getting testing done. She'll go back to LA and get some more testing done, but hopefully she's okay. We don't know anything yet. But prayers up for that she's okay.
Kels, I know you're a master of adding things to your game every season. I'm curious what in the off season you've added this year.
It's great to see you.
It's good to see you. I miss your push-offs.
I don't miss yours. I think first and foremost is just being able to take a step back. I really took some time, which is probably not normal for me. Took some time and just rested, and just got my mind right. I went through a lot last year. Didn't really get a chance to fully process or digest. just my personal life, right? So I think that was big for me. And then I really just went to bat on my my strength and conditioning, being strong. Decel, especially in my game, that's something that I can use to my advantage. And then just my fitness, just wanting to play at a pace for 40 minutes, getting bumped, not trying to, lose my spot. So kind of really focusing on that. And then the skill stuff, I think kind of falls into that when you get your physical right and then my mental. So I would say those things, and I'm proud of it.
And are you still with Susan Borcher?
To the day I die.
Okay.
Any more questions in the room? Last one, we'll go to Zoom. Rico Cabrera, Sr. Rico, are you there? Let's go to Willie Ramirez.
Thank you. KP, how are you? I don't know if you remember last year when Dallas visited Vegas, you and I talked about Odyssey, and you straight up said, I am an Odyssey fan. And you spoke so highly of her, her IQ and things that she does, whether it shows up on the stat sheet. Now that you're her teammate, can you just talk about the importance of her presence on the court and what you're enjoying now being her teammate?
Odyssey is one of those competitors that when you play against, you kind of roll your eyes. You're like, ugh, it's going to be a long night just because she's going to play hard every possession. She's super strong. She has a low base, and she's very physical. And she's tough. She's just not afraid of the moment. And I remember in the offseason just texting her and saying, hey, like, what can we do to get you? Because I really want to play with you. And even today, I told her, I was like, hey, there's no one I would want to share the backcourt tonight more with than you in this league. And I really mean that. And this is someone that's a multi all-star. This is someone that has an immense skill set, can score from all three levels. Like, Odyssey, someone that anytime her number's called, she can deliver. And I thought tonight, even though technically if you look at the stats, it doesn't jump out, but when you're playing, there's a settling to knowing that she's out there offensively, running the team, defensively in the other guard. Odyssey, I thought tonight is tremendous. She's going to be tremendous for us moving forward too.
Yeah, she was
Thanks,
plus
KP.
25
Yeah.
in her minutes. That's impressive.
One final note, not only was Kelsey's 37 points the most by a Spark in their debut, it was also the most by a WNBA player ever in the first game of the season.
Hey.
Yeah, Kels.
Oh.
We'll end on that. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Mic drop.
He's done it. We got to pay him.